What good music. And also, hello, how's it going, Sylvia? Thanks for the host, by the way. I keep feeling like I forgot something. But I don't know what it was, so I can't do anything about it. What? Thing is off. It was not like that before, but I think it's because of the red thing could be seen. Top screen could be less wide too. You're probably right, but there's nothing I can really do about it other than reducing the screen right now. Is it the one with the text boxes? I can put it like this. But I don't want it too small, because that is also where all the things go. But now his nose is like sticking out. I don't know. I'll fix it later. We'll see if it becomes a major issue. Let me examine something, and then we'll see if it is a major issue. You can read it. Well, either way, I will fix it later. I'll experiment with a couple things. Might just have a stream where we just sit here and test things, but not this stream. Here is Phoenix Deaths. There we go. Anyways, what's with this big cushion? Just lying around with nothing on it. Must be for one of the greatest treasure of all. Greatest treasure? Something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll bet it'd really take your breath away. I'm suspicious now. Is it gonna be the pot? Well, either way, small recap is we are at the museum for all the Kuran village stuff. I don't think anyone else is here right now, but for the sake of people that may be watching the YouTube thing, which I don't know if anyone does, but they're there, so I imagine at least one person has. Oh, Mystic Maya, look! I can't believe it! That's so cute, little diorama of a Kuran village. Yeah, look at that. Somehow it seems to reek of dreariness. Oh, Mystic Maya, it's your house. It even says Fey Manor on it. Yikes, you're right. That's kind of creepy, actually. I would not want to see a diorama of my house. Kind of want to add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. And they might. I think I remember this old folding screen here. Pretty sure it's an important piece of evidence in that murder case that happened in Kuran Village. The folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The six-leaf Kuran Sacred Writings folding screen. Still secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? Also, I don't think anyone can read that, but, you know, whatever. Can't read it, the sign? Why can't I read the sign? What's this? A piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. The Korean people were so wise. Pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know? Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. Oh yeah, I did remember what the name of the character I was thinking of before when it was like the Phantom Thief thing. I was pretty sure it was Kid something, but it was Kaito Kid, who is in the same universe as that one detective kid. You know, the one that has like 1,000 chapters and he's still a kid. It's like the very beginning of the entire story, he was turned into a kid. And the entire plot is, I need to figure out who turned me into a kid and go back to normal. And then he stays a kid. Forever. And yeah, Conan. I actually really liked that show when I was growing up. But now it's like, there's so many chapters. I don't think I could ever catch up, but I know that's how people feel about One Piece, and I've watched that like 3 times, so. Basement Warehouse. Why are we in the basement warehouse? We're not one of the... We're not like one of the employees. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, alright. This place is scary. Feel like a monster could jump out at any time. Don't be so scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. Oh, Mr. Wright. Eek! A monster! You were right! Huh? A monster? Who's this? Good to see you. She does look really familiar. Well, I'm sure he'll remind us in a second. Good evening. It's good to see you again. You, I know you. Nice to see you again too, little miss. Hello. Is she a friend of yours, Dick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. Oh. What did she do again? She like that one guy's assistant or whatever? Well, anyways, I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. Also responsible for security arrangements. Just went chick. What does that mean? Oh, because I hit it, but... Hmm... From the Unguard trial? That is not who I was thinking of. Finger guns? Why? Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are stored away here. Why is there no music? Ah, yes, the really valuable items like this fire extinguisher, paint cans, this computer. Kind of, but I didn't object to anything, so finger guns could not be going off right now. This computer looks like it's hooked up to a security camera above. And that means what? Camera is set up to take a photo of anyone that goes in and out of the storeroom. Then data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what. I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff, and definitely going to be important, I feel. Oh yeah, I wanted to make a guess of what's going to happen here. If I had to make a guess, because we always are involved with murder. But we also have a Phantom Thief that's apparently going to show up. So my guess is that the Phantom Thief is going to come here, and either it's going to be a fake thief that didn't actually steal what we think he stole or something. Like someone's pretending to be him, and then he comes to try to clear his name. Or it's going to be the Phantom Thief steals something, and someone ends up dying, and the Phantom Thief is like, no, I didn't kill them. I just stole this thing, or something. Also, hello, OP. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. What's over here? Ooh. I feel like this is going to be what gets stolen now. I thought it was going to be that pot, but this looks really important. Mystic Maya, look next. Take a look next to the door.
The ball throws to what? What throws to I don't know. I don't know. Throws back to tomorrow. Triple play. Could be.
Hello, Gav. How's it going? There's your sound effect. In complete silence. Hope you're having a good day, Gav. What a pretty statue. That's Mystic Amy, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the Curian channeling technique, Amy Faye. How do you invent a channeling technique? This statue is on loan from one of the training halls for the Faye branch family. That's why it's holding a branch. In fact, it just arrived this morning. Why did that add to the court record? What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me. How should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue. Even though it's in a training hall. And that I trained in that hall. But I never saw it before. That thing is the Korean... Shido? I feel like I've seen this word before. It's a ceremonial sword. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. That's good. Guess that will not be the murder weapon then. Or will it? Ah, phooey. I wanted to cut something. Why are you eyeing me for? Also, that sentence needs some work. What's this? Origami? No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organized. You just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either, because this place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? Wow, I take care of my office. I water Charlie every day. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? Looks like it's the door of the actual storeroom. See lots of big boxes and stuff back there. Really? Let's go in. I want to take a look. No. I'm sorry. Unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in there. Did you hear that, Nick? We're unauthorized personnel, even though we donated this stuff. Why are you telling me that? Yeah, ladder. Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right. Sorry. I feel like we've had this exact conversation before somewhere. Have we had that conversation before? I think I got a comment on avoiding that last time. Looks like part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is burr. Aha! I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Why would anyone write hamburger that big? Maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something? Kinda doubt it. Uh-huh, I got it. Maybe it said spaghetti. Why are you talking about food? Oh, wait. That's normal for you. Anyways, it says burr. No way it could be spaghetti. Maybe it was a typo. Why, it said spaghetti festival. What do you think? Okay, to me, besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. That would be pretty bad if they typoed something that big. You had to take it all the way back to print. Also, what was the "oh right" about? Adrian Andrews, what's up? Really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What was the story with her? I don't remember. Was she convicted again? I remember one time she was convicted, but no, that was when she was... I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll need needle Pearls further. That's right, Pearls thinks they're dating. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case.
Entertain me. 4 long months. It felt like a year's worth of content.
I guarantee it was not, but thank you for the 4 months of resub. I appreciate it, Gob. That's right. That was the Shelly D. Killer thing. I was stuck in that dark wine cellar. Did I escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's rough. Sorry, Miss Andrews. Wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. I mean, except for the part where that guy died. That was kind of a bummer, but thanks to you and everyone that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful that that guy died. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge expedition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th year anniversary this year. Works on the display or the main exhibit hall are worthy of the finest museums. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums! But we got this crappy one. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. Basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. Why was that slow? After all, there's some pretty priceless treasures here. Security guards are all very highly trained as well. Sounds good. So what's with that face she's taking? Oh, look, it's already 8. Oh, wait. Security guards, that means it's probably what's her name. Are they really gonna spring that on us right away, though? Have you eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we dine together? And now we get music, 'cause food came up. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Dine. Sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with the kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me. Shall we head upstairs, then? Something's gonna explode. After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. Wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, something terrible would happen. I feel like at this point, you should have imagined that. But, you know, I'm only seeing a select time frame with their lives. I'm sure it's not always like this. Nick, this is terrible. What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? Why is the toilet inside their office? My brain just hit snooze for the button for the 5th time. I'm gonna turn on the TV. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, the authorities have announced that they believe it was work of the renowned phantom thief, Mask the Mask. The Mask? According to the spokesperson, Lord Teo received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by the phantom thief, whose only targets are rare treasures. Lord Taylor. Well, Nick, what are you gonna do? Should you go back to scrubbing the toilet? Treasure, Lordly there, you don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Masty Mask. Our most valuable treasure. Yeah, okay, I kind of figured that would happen. The Curian sacred urn was stolen. Maskety Mask? Mask da Mask? Sacred urn, what's going on with that? Fresh from memory a little? What's a sacred urn? It's the only most important treasure in Curian village, that's all. Look, it's right there on the poster. It says Amy. If you look at it the right way. Remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. The soul of Miss Amy Faye. Mystic Amy Faye. The founder of the Curian channeling technique. Even though that's not how souls work. Right, Pearly? Ah, yes, that's right. I totally didn't set that free. Hold up. Did she just notice this? I thought that urn had the name Amy written on it. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? It's hard to tell me how to pronounce English words. Foreign words are another beast altogether. Some things are best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? That's right. 1 year ago, there was a murder in Curian Village, Maya's hometown. Sacred urn. It turned out to be an important clue in that case. What to do? Okay, toilet is shinier than the judge's head. Wow. Just casually throwing insults at the judge. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I... Mr. Nick, your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Does that even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how... The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Curian channeling, school of channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Okay, I do. What am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Welcome here properly, OP. Hope you're having a good day. But I'm not a detective. I'm a lawyer. That is not true. You are totally a detective. You do almost all the work. That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man. No one gets Pearl's fairy tale image of love. I feel like Maya should say something about this, but she doesn't. What's the name of this bad guy again? Mask to Mask, Nick. Make a note of it. Mask to Mask. Last year's incident. I was terrible. I was arrested and everything. Again. For the 3rd time. Was it the 3rd time or 2nd time? No, the 2nd time she was kidnapped. Grabbing food and groceries. We'll hope you have food to eat now. A man was killed during Maya's spirit channeling techniques. No one misses him. And this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick, would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I
We, Akatsuki, will deliver judgment.
Pearl, you just told her yourself. You said that out loud. Oh yeah, that's right. Hello, Reborn. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Now I remember this urn used to say Amy on it, except now it doesn't say anything. Terror Pearl's accidentally broke into 1,000,000 pieces. That's way less than 1,000,000. That is like 20 at best. Tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well, because she can't read. But she's still the best. I'm sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either. Anyways, this is how her gluing project turned out. Put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Amy, it says I am. I feel like they probably could have fixed that, but I can't believe no one noticed this until now. a whole year later. I thought it was brought up on the trial. Can't believe myself. Yeah, it used to say Amy, but she broke it and then she had to put it back together. Anyway, right here it doesn't say anything. Well, the treasure occurring in the village, supposedly priceless. It looks like a plain old pot. Alright, we gotta do one important thing here. While we're in the office, we gotta say hello to Phoenix Wright's mascot, Charlie. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She went so far as to make it our mascot. Wow, I was joking about the mascot thing. It must be nice to be a plant, being just able to sit there and sit in the sun and photosynthesize. Hey Nick, no time for daydreaming. That's right, Mr. Nick, no time for daydreaming. Oh man, till I find that urn. Not gonna give me a second piece. Sorry, Charlie, we'll water you later. Oh yeah, we also can look out the window. There's a giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. The chain's getting so rich that they bought a whole chunk next town over, jeez. Started building a huge theme park. It's gonna be called Gatewaterland. And to think that 2 years ago, it was just a little hotel for businessmen. Amazing what someone's death can do for the world. Anyways, let's get over here. October 12th. Darn, I should have played this 3 days ago. Right, let's see if we can find us some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. Doesn't look like anything's been disturbed. That's because the pot wasn't here, so... looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. I figured that was him. Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again. It's you, and I'm the one to be saying not again, pal. Why every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here anyway? Alright, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name's Gumshoe. Detective, Gumshoe. Now's a good time for you to try to remember it, alright? And if it's too long for you, just call him... Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective. Yeah, good to see you again too, I guess. Every time there's a murder... Well, we don't know there's a murder yet. I'm sure there is one. That always happens. Alright, what happened, Gumshoe? Mr. Detective, can you tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, thief stole something called a sacred urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Master Mask. I know about that too. Detective, can you tell us something other than that? Well, I guess I sort of kind of owe you guys in a way. I feel like they're not addressing the fact that they own all of this stuff in the museum. Here, check out this genuine pistol, little girl. Just don't pull that trigger, otherwise, well, you shot Maya. Well, guess we got another murder on our hands. Crime occurred last night, around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? Got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. He said the urn was just stolen. He's a really good guard. He knows exactly how to get straight to the point. Scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy! It's all his fault the thief got away, pal. It says that guy, it's probably not who I thought it was going to be. He sells one case and gets a swelled hat, thinking he's an ace detective. Ace detective? Ventura? Master Mask. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, is this about this Master Mask guy? Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? At this point, I don't think Nick ever jokes about anything when it comes to not knowing something. He doesn't know a lot of things. Which is fine, because I don't know either. Master Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread, and that's pretty hot. Sometimes he appears on the museum guard. Sometimes he's a big brown bear, known to surprise unsuspecting victims. Underneath the disguises is the true Master Mask. So he's some kind of master disguise, huh? He only goes after the finest work of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If he got famous in 5 heists, that's pretty good. Dorothy Taylor had only cooperated, could have caught him this time. What? You knew the planning on stealing a sacred urn? Of course I did. The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something. Calling card, huh? Mentioned that on TV. So why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So what's he like? Well, like I told you, Master Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get stolen treasure back. That usually points to the Ace Detective being Master Mask, but okay. That's impressive, all by himself? Yeah, gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time a thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. None of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, it's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. Down in the basement warehouse, huh? So what's this calling card? Here it is. Don't show it to anyone. Stop deep. Top secret, okay, pal? What's the mark on the front? That's Master Mask's signature emblem, pal. You can say it's his mark. All the calling cards have got it on them. I didn't mention that on the news flash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by his emblem. That's fair. That's actually a really fair point. That makes sense. When you get famous, there's always imitators. Mr. Nick, if you look a little hotter, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. That would be the best. Thanks, I guess. I feel like we had one of those, didn't we? Someone that looked like him? I don't know. Anyways, first things first, here's my badge. Here, take a look at my attorney's badge. Are you still showing that cheap little thing off? Real man keeps his mouth shut and carries a suave police badge, pal. Okay, anything else? Actually, can we talk about the pot? To be honest, pal, there's something that bugged me. What's that? All the other items that were stolen by Master Mask were ones even I had heard of. They're all world-famous treasures. The Deer of Anamon, the Ground of Bongora. Sacred Urn of Korean is famous too, right, Curly? Of course, everyone in Korean Village knows about it. Sounds like we've got an unpredictable thief on our hands. What? I'm sure at least one person out there was like, I'm gonna get a law degree and become a lawyer, just like Phoenix Wright, whenever this game came out. Alright, let's go to the basement warehouse, just walk past this guy. Oh, that doesn't look good. That looks like danger. No matter how times come here, this place always gives me the chills. We've been here twice. That's probably because it's air conditioned. To protect the air pieces, you know? Or art pieces. Air pieces? Okay. I would not be surprised if that did happen. Also, welcome to my little private banquet of chaos. What the heck does that mean? Oh! Why am I getting a very penguin feel from this guy? The villain, not the animal. Probably the monocle. Or is that a magnifying glass? Either way, that looks very painful. I also feel like I've seen this guy somewhere before. I need to check something. Oh, I have seen this guy before. But I'm not going to tell you how. I'll just say someone has a avatar that is this guy. Sort of like how OP has one. I didn't actually know this guy was from this game, though. I didn't even give it a second look. Anyways, oh, I have a text. What is this? Alright, well, nothing important. I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home. Who are you, anyway? Shh, silence! Ah, now I see. It's all becoming clear. Also, yes, that was very much a monocle, or not a monocle, a magnifying glass. And I didn't text, I just got a text. I read what it said, and what do you see? Zvarri? What? Does that mean something? Is that a foreign word? Anyways. Zvarri, the truth has once again become elegantly revealed to me. The lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong? Yikes, that's scary. How'd you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic would not say how. Wait, would say that how is nothing but a question of why. He has a very long nose. Pinocchio, I hope this is not what you grew into. I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should have been the first duty of any gentleman, and introduce myself. My name is Atmey, Luke Atmey. Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. Name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. They said the thing! I'm Maya Fey, Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin and, Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice. Ah, okay. I think that might be the first time you said his name, but I don't remember. Excellent. Well then, shall we begin our little game? Why does the phrase one shot of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? Okay, so we got a paint stain, the sword is over here. Looks like there was a box behind this guy. I guess I can probably just examine the box, huh? The computer probably has a file thing. Tis Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? What do you mean? The criminal is an artist. The crime scene is the canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Atmey, has an eye which is educated enough to read the signs. Did you translate that for me, Nick? I think you pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs. If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask Atmey. I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask the Mask. What do I do now? Right? He definitely gives off the penguin feel. Any top secret information, stuff only a real crime buff would know. I'll think about what to ask when I listen to Mr. Ace Detective has to say. So I guess we can't talk to him. Or we can't examine things. So he really as famous as you say? Of course, for a lawyer, you sure have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. That's not untrue. I had no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I am Master Mask's arch enemy, the Ace Detective Luke Atmey. Welcome back, Gob. We're dealing with Penguin and Phantom Thieves, apparently. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other the angelic cherubs of light. The pot was stolen, so we walked over here. And now we're kind of trying to figure out what's going on. And we got this penguin guy, who is apparently the Ace Detective in charge of this case. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. You know, like a month ago. After learning of this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Magina, to the crime scene. That's a very shiny ring, by the way. That seems like the kind of ring that would be very, I don't know, just annoying to wear. But, you know, what do I know? The only two rings I have, I hardly ever wear. One of them has a little clock in it. It's adorable. And they all have skulls on them, which is weird. The point being, this guy cannot outbling me if he tried. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Master Mask with my brawny mind and my brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned that on the news, the great people of the town segment. Said the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. I'm guessing that's what he's wearing on his finger? Well, compared to the treasure I received for them, it's not much. In the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Tell us what you know about Master Mask, and keep it simple, please. Good. I'm glad it's applicable. Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds, even though he's only shown up recently. Last night here in the bowels of the store, we walked in the most glorious battle. See, huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here? In Lordly Taylor? Naturally, wherever Master Mask goes, you'll find Atmey laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? More like you damasked out elegance you... Wait, what? More like Damask out-eleganced you and made a beautiful getaway. But this time, I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I'm asking about what happened last night in more detail. Definitely should. There's a broken sword laying on the ground. Can you tell us what happened last night? That's the feeling I'm getting, Gob, but I honestly don't know. Usually it's like, oh, only this one guy can catch him? Only me? It's like, well, then you're probably the guy and you're just catching yourself with a scapegoat or something, I don't know. But of course, after all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio, yes. Good job, Phoenix. I'm glad we're on the same page. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago. It was 10 days ago we received Master Mask calling card. Hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 2 days after hiring me, her worst promotions were realized. Calling card arrived, right? Yes, so, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in this warehouse, and waited for him, alone. Alone? But why? Why did you go to the police for help? Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such singularly useless group of nincompoops? Got a lot of nerve, after all, it was you that left Master Mask get away. I always operate alone and concealed, out of sight of others. Concealed? Precisely! Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. It was a very corny situation. To fool your enemies, first you must fool your friends. It's my own original proverb that I heard on TV last week. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid under here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the sacred urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, Sir Lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. Someone who seriously messed up his own stakeout. He's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though on one came through here, I'm assuming that means that's meant to be no, but they did a typo. Even though no one came through here, those doors last night, I did a typo. Our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? That's just not possible. Okay, so can I examine things now, or... Actually, you know what? Here. Gotta do this. Here's my badge. I'm sorry, I can't be more helpful, but I have no interest save that of finding evidence against my arch rival. Nah, it's okay. Nick is just a bit of a piddling evidence hog. That's his defense style. A piddling evidence hog, you say? In that case, I'd simply be wasting my breath. Guess you're right. Thanks, Maya. Why couldn't you have said I was a rival and not a piddling evidence hog? Oh, I think I read the wrong voice. What about this? Okay, so you don't care about this even though it's right there. What about this? Master Mask calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch rival. I suppose to see you in possession of such a top-secret piece of information. Oh, we got an ace lawyer, an ace spear medium, and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us, ever. Well, Sir Lawyer, I've been told that you are too pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure anyone would say that. That's right. She would say that exactly. We're going to find the sacred urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I will bring you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If, perchance, you should discover something of value, return then to my office. To the Office of the Earthly Delights, the Atmey Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights. So, ice cream. I'm not an ace stripper, that's for sure. Well then, Sir Lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Tip tap, tip tap. That's the sound of my feet walking out of this room. He's gone. I don't like the idea of this guy doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick. Worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office too. Take me with you, okay? We got double sidekicks in this game, apparently. Which is kind of sad in like a really ironic way, because the reason we have Pearly around is because we kind of threw her mother in jail. But that was her fault. So, anyways, what's with this box? Pathetic looking wooden box that probably had the urn in it. Box that had the sacred urn in it. Wow, called that right away. Don't touch it. Maybe clues to the thief's identity in there. I worked so hard to make that box. You made the poor excuse for a box? I thought it was an ice cream box at first, but... What's that supposed to mean? Iron's always been a stand the winding way in Fame Manor. There's no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it. Oh. It was an okay box. I mean, it looks like an okay box. Maybe it's best to have taken the box, too. Yeah, pretty much. Let's look at the computer. Hey, Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. Looks like this computer is for storing data for the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. Probably the trap the detective set up. Let's see if we can find the last night's data on this thing. Might even find a photo of the Master Mask. Welcome back, Sivia. And thank you for the auto host, Dan God of Thunder. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. In fact, we're getting flooded in. Mr. Nick, stop sweating, please! I don't even know how to pull up the photos. Oh. I had no idea you were pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out the camera data anyway. I guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, alright, Nick? I feel like printing it would be more complicated than looking at them. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. Interesting. Alright, let's look at the most obvious thing. Wow, this is awesome. Did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Also, it's bent. Literally, 7-branch sword. Okay, that might be where I've heard it before. There's definitely a couple swords that are just like this one. They're usually used for ceremonial purposes, just like this one. So say Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit 7 times the fun. Pretty catchy, huh? I bet it'd sell like hotcakes. There's something about that bothers me. Well, for one, why is it across the room? And 2, why is it bent? And 3, wasn't it in a statue? Really firing all cylinders today, Pearly. This sword. Wasn't it Mystic Amy holding it last night? Ah. And another thing. Sword wasn't bent like last night like it is now. You're right. Pearly is ace detective. Wouldn't expect any less from my little ace apprentice. Sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Aha! Just thought of something. Maybe Detective Atmey smashed Master Mask with it. Like this! Ah, you just hit Nick. Yep. What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? I think it's even more bent than it was before. Oh man, my head. My hair! Oh jeez, you hit him in the head with that? That's a sword, you know. Jeez. Alright, let's look at this paint. Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. Looks like there's a box that was there before. Well, it wasn't here last night. I wouldn't have noticed the color of this outrageous. But this paint's already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before you dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. Like it's been several days since it was spilled. Several days? We were here yesterday and it wasn't there, was it? To the hairstylist, then the hospital. That's exactly what Phoenix would do. Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape in the bottom left side of the stain. Huh? You're right. Wonder what it could be. Well, if I had to guess, it'd probably be this box right there. But anyways, look over here. Statue of Mystic Amy is so cool. I want a gold statue myself. We can put it in the office. Hey, it's Wright and Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I know something strange. What is it, Pearls? Statue of Mystic Amy. Was this where it was last night? Oh. That explains why that was not there. Pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Good job, Pearls. I didn't notice that. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. Statue was moved that night of the crime. Interesting. So that means the urn box was hiding behind the statue. Wonder if it'll do something different now that we've looked at the paint? No, okay. The A is still messed up here. It says organize. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? Looks like it's the door of the actual storeroom. You can see lots of big boxes of stuff back there. There's a magnifying glass emote? I didn't know that. Guess we know what to use when what's-his-name shows up. The sacred urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. That's not where they were keeping the urn. The urn was definitely right here, behind the statue. Which means, if I had to guess off the top of my head, going with the theory that what's-his-name is also the thief, he must have hid it there, hid over here, somewhere, and then... But who set off the camera? That's the real question. And why the sword? Oh well, looks like we're done here for now. I think that arrow nose is a little bit too short, OP. It should be like off his face. Let's just enjoy this for a second. Look, I got a PB. That's what that noise means, right? Beep. Hello, Phoenix right here. Oh, ho, 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 ho. It's me, Gumshoe, pal. Gumshoe, what is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally, this underdog's the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective's met his match. Yep, I finally got him, lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying you captured Mask to Mask? Bingo, pal. Well, actually, he surrendered, but I still got him. Master Mask to surrender? That's great. So when can we come pick up the sacred urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. Something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime? The detention center? Who wants to talk to you? Master Mask, that is. Wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal. Let's get over here soon. The detention center, huh? The plot thickens. Alright, so I think we should go to... Definitely not the detective yet. Need to talk to Master Mask first. Hey, pal, welcome to the detention center. I'm apparently under arrest. Just kidding, I'm actually standing in front of the, window. Sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yep, after all, we got Master Mask. Right, but, so where's the sacred urn? Oh, sorry about that, pal. Guess I didn't really think about it before. We probably should have put it in the back seat, cause, well, you're the victim, in this case. Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth. So I'll let him say nay. You know, he's right, Nick. He is? If you think about it real hard, we are the victims. I mean, I guess so, in a way. You kind of own those things. So he's thinking the victim is a dead person, because we're always on murder cases, right? I thought for sure someone would die here. Excuse me. But anyway, I have to get the sacred urn back. Please, don't just ignore me. I don't know what I was expecting, but it probably wasn't this. Who are you? I'm Master Mask, okay? Hey, Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? He looks like he belongs in, what's the word for it? The thing with the fair? Like a bunch of mascots going down the street? What's the word for that? I know the word. I know for a fact I know the word. It's up here. Cinnamon rolls are pretty good. Yeah, parade, I guess. Like a musical parade. What voice should I give this guy? Definitely not a deep one. Not that I can really do those anyways. I'm Ron Delight, the famous Master Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. I like his music. Master Mask. So you're the Master Mask guy? Yes, you bet. No, well, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of and yes, sort of and no, if you know what I mean. What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, what I mean is it's not right, per se. It's not spelled Master Mask, it's actually Master Mask. What's with this guy? Yeah, musical parade with drum majors. Is it sad to say I actually took drum in middle school? But it didn't really work out. Because what I wanted to do was flutes, but they had a lot of flutes. But then they had a lot of drums, and I was like, well, this didn't work out, did it? And the weird part about that class is I actually got credit for not going to a thing. Because there was like this big event, and I was like, I don't know how to play any of these songs. I'll just be banging on the drum and not making any sense. And so I was like, I'm just not going to go. I'll just bring everyone down. And then I didn't go. And then the next day, she was like, alright, thanks for everybody for coming. It was really nice to see everyone there. And I got a grade for it. And I was like, I didn't go. Very awkward. Now he's a little timid weakling. We know that much. Don't do that. Don't look at me like that. I don't need your pity. And a major crybaby, too. Never a music stream, sorry. The drum is in the closet and it's staying there. Why'd you give yourself up? She's like, thanks for not coming, exactly. Because, well, it's you see, well, it's because, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now you're overwhelmed with guilt, am I right? Priceless treasure, that broken old urn. I have a little bit of a favor to ask. What is it? Could you go and talk to DC? Desi? Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back, I really will. Maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting. Mr. Nick. Because I don't know how to do voices, Sivia. That's why. I couldn't hear what he said, especially the last part. Mr. Master Mask, I think you could speak up a little. Yes, sir. I will, I promise. I promise every sentence. Okay. Yes, sir. I promise that it'll... It's hard to change accents on the fly. I promise, maybe not. You see, I'm already speaking in normal voice, so I can't really do anything. Master Mask about the urn. Oh yes, the urn. Right away. Actually no. I mean, him not knowing what he's doing is pretty accurate, I think. I wouldn't mind telling you, but I'm actually afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Enough already. Just tell us to it straight. Please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it. What? Lost the urn. How do you lose an urn? So you lost it? Yes, sir. No, maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it. This guy is very uncertain about everything, I think. What do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it, boyo. Like I said, these things just kinda happen. You're all on the train, you're descending, you forget your bag, you know. Suddenly forgot our sacred urn on the train? Wait a minute, you went on a train dressed like that? No, 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 no. I was just speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm so sorry. I lost it somewhere. I don't know where. That story is more surreal than a dolly painting? Really sure his creep is mask to mask? Maya, don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. Who's Desi? Please don't talk about my wife like that. Whoa, was not expecting him to be married. He seems kinda young, but I guess this must be his wife. I'm sorry. The truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you can go and visit her at my hideout? Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry. Naturally, I mean to say my secret base. Otherwise known as the Walmart down the street. Well, my apartment, actually. Palazzo Pelipe. 3rd floor. Let's go have a look, Nick, to Mask hideout. Don't tell me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. Okay. I was not expecting this guy to be Mask to Mask. Do we have a picture of him? Hey look, it's me! Me! What more can I say? It's my 3rd year as a young but skilled lawyer. Wow, tooting his own horn. There it is. Well, the neck piece is right. No, I guess that does kind of look like him. It's Phoenix Wright. We got Mia Fey. Passed away 2 years ago. Assistant and disciple of the Korean spirit channeling technique. Amazingly powerful spiritual abilities. Head of planning, promotion, and security. Gumshoe, homicide detective. Wait, if he's the homicide detective, why is he on a thief case? Ace detective has a great powers of deduction, yet rarely makes sense. Ron Delight. He's such a delight. Bit of a pitiful guy. Wow. Whoop. I just messed everything up, didn't I? Yes, I did. They did. But I guess this guy being Mask to Mask means my theory of this guy being the actual thief is up in smoke. Unless he did steal the urn. But this guy seems to know about it, so I don't know. Yeah, this seems like a very unsuspicious area. Is that a fake beard? Wow, check this place out. No doubt about it. This is Mask to Mask hideout, alright. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? Oh, okay. Huh? Who are you people? Are you Desiree Delight? How did we know that her name was Desiree? That's right. I'm Desiree. Ah! Oh, you must be the lawyer. The victim. Yeah, that's us. Husband told us you wanted to stop by. I'm Maya Fey. This is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Desiree? Is that her name? Nicky Boy and Maya, huh? I can't tell you how grateful I am you decided to help my Ronnie. You're welcome? Desiree? She looks like she's probably in charge of, like, an airplane. You know, based on those goggles. Did she really call me Nicky Boy? Phoenix, you've been called worse things. About your husband. Isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. Sometimes? A bit? By the way, do you remember they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you earn you're doing some shady training at a law office now. I mean, I have to watch channel news program. After I saw that, I thought it would be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination, gets deluded easily. Keep insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me. I stole that urn, he kept saying, as if it was even possible. So he's not the mask? Saying he didn't? Of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure, and he's, you know, possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity. Alright. Me, I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yes, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along my bike going full throttle. Okay, so I was wrong about plane. She's a bike rider. I guess that also fits with the whole goggles thing. Motorcycle's not usually my first thought, though. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know what I mean? Well, I think that depends on how you ride it. Wasn't there a case where someone died on a motorcycle? I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. She has tire earrings? I didn't even notice that. No offense, but your husband Ron doesn't look like the risk-taking type himself. Are those tires? I thought they were like a peace sign. But yeah, they do look kind of painful. Very heavy. Well, you're right about that. He definitely isn't one for thrills and danger. But I have to say that he makes up for it in other ways. Other ways? Yes, money. Ronnie's incredibly rich and super generous. He brought me a bike that's so fast to make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day he actually happened. His head actually started to spin. Man, talk about a high-maintenance wife. Where does Mr. Delight get all his money from? Ronnie is a security guard. Put their lives on the line, right? So he gets paid tons of money in return. Tons of it. Security guard? I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Can you tell us about what happened last night? What time did the incident take place again? What time was it again? I think it was 1:30. Around 1:30, okay. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I always do my best flying at night. Well, talk about your motorcycle, right? Yes, anyways, last night I got pulled over by a policeman. Can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was white as a sheet. About 3 in the morning when I finally got home. How much you got airtight alibi? Oh, Mr. Delight. I don't really know. We weren't together at the time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep. Got no alibi. Alright, so what about the urn? Oh, that's mysterious looking. I love old stuff like this. Really, it's one of our most treasured possessions. Gotta be a whole exhibit at Lordly Tears with these type of things. Maya looks so happy, lit up like a 1,000 watt bulb. 1:30 is what they said the robbery took place. Terrific, you can count on Ronnie and me to be there. Sounds like fun. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oops, looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker. Okay, what? She's trying to say the same thing about this. What do you think about Mask to Mask? What do you think about this? No, you can't show her that, Nick. That emblem is top secret, don't you remember? Oh, oops, sorry about that. I wish you said top secret was worse to give away than I did. Oh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. Just gotta ignore the fact that the emblem is right there in the top left. Like, she clearly knows what it is. Speaking of the top left, that radio thing is very animated. We're gonna have to examine that, I guess. Actually, I guess that's what we should do instead, huh? What's this? This thing looks vaguely familiar. Oh, I know, it's a fishbowl. Well, I suppose it's an upside down one anyway. I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet. Looks like a tape recorder or something. Oh! That's what, what's her name was wearing. With the little laser gun. An alien transceiver. Do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit? Being lectured by Maya to be more of an adult? There's a new look. It's usually not best to think about what the usual data is, because, I mean, for one, we know he's not a security guard, he's mask to mask. At least that's what he says he is. Unless he's crazy and just thinks he's mask to mask. Oh, that's so cute. So, called a hot air balloon, you know? Wow, there's no fooling you. I'll make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick. That's proof enough that Ron Delight really is mask to mask. Better not tell Maya, she gets kinda scary when it comes to celebrities. Just because she said that doesn't mean it's true. Everyone in this game lies, even if it's to themselves. It's mask to mask. Tape recorder hanging from his neck. Let me see that. Click. I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen. I don't get it. What's it supposed to be, Nick? Hey, Nick, look on top of the chair. An envelope and a letter. And on that letter's a note. And on that note is a number. Let's read it. Why, you know we shouldn't do that. What are you talking about? A letter could be an important clue. No way, you can't just go reading private letter because you feel like it. Well, he was potentially a security guard, but security guards are also highly trained there, and I think they would know if they hired mask to mask. Sure it was a clue, I guess I wouldn't mind. What about these books? Bunch of books lying here, they're all romantic sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves. Look at the bookmarks and notes stuck in them. Let's see here. Note, must remember the thief's way of laughing, very useful. Calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi. Ron really studies stuff. And his wife doesn't know? This is probably how he got away, I'm guessing. It's a torpedo! It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real. I could have picked up something like this. They don't say torpedoes are things people just leave lying around. Yes, technically they are. Technically, these all take place in America. Sort of. Anyways, I guess we're done here. We don't have anything to talk to her about, even though she's the one that asked us about, you know, about defending him or something? I don't know. This is a detective agency? Looks more like a set of some B-grade horror movie. Hello? Is anyone here? Looks like nobody's home, but he went straight here. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento. You know, just a picture of this guy's face. We'll never get caught with that. Hey, Nick, what's this thing here? Call a gramophone. In the old days, people used them to listen to music. Can't be serious. I think it's probably for purifying the air or something. I bet you 50 cents. Come on, what do you say? Forget it. You never pay up when you lose. Wow. I'll examine this stuff later when he's actually around. If I had to guess... I like how it's actually called his hideout and not his... I don't know. Apartment. What do you think of Mask to Mask? Can I not present people? Oh, I have to actually press to present. That was what the issue was. Here we go. What do you think of Mask to Mask? Miss Delight, you must know, right? About your husband and Mask to Mask? Mask to Mask? Of course, I know all about it. My husband is his biggest fan. Yeah, what? Biggest fan? Yes, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how his whole misunderstanding happened. Say delusional? So he thinks he's the Mask to Mask, but he's not? That's right, I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. You see, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask to Mask. What are you talking about? Well, if this is true, that puts Penguin back on the field for being the actual Mask to Mask. So when did Ron first become Mask to Mask? What are you talking about? He's not Mask to Mask. But wait a second. Look around at this room. This place is obviously Mask to Mask's hideout. No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Mask to Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Why don't you ask him if he has the own or not? He has a point. He already said he lost it, though. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. Odd behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Master Mask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Miss Nicky boy? I'm used to people calling him Mister. What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but on one thing I wouldn't stand was illegal activity. I had the feeling you didn't. You're tough. I can tell you got a good heart. You know, a good heart that just almost got arrested for speeding last night. But we're gonna ignore the fact that that's illegal. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie, I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Okay. Got it. Relax and leave it to us. Oh. I guess I got the right thing then. Detention center, let's go. Well, it could be framing in the sense that someone might know he's deluded and completely crazy, and basically told him, no, you stole this, and then you lost it. So, basically telling him to take the fall. Oh, that's right, here. Why are you saying, yes, that's right, we just got that? From Desi? Thank you. Letter given to Master Mask, actually more like taken. Also, how'd he get that through the grass? My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. Touching on that letter so hard, the ink is going to be squeezed out. Gonna turn back into a squid. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Nick. Even though you're right beside her. Mr. Lawyer. In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. I know this would be asking a lot, but could you please take my case? Our trial starts tomorrow. And I know I changed his accent again. What, you want to fight about it? It's not like I don't remember how to do it or not. What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of Damask guy. Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he's eluded himself into thinking he did it. Right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could be lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading. Soon we're all going to be talking like this, and that's good. Oh, please. I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? Take his case. Well, Mr. Delight, you're a delight, so I'm going to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really? You will? What are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him. Well, he may be a thief, but I think there's more to this case than meets the eye. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Pearls? No, we won't. Yes, we will. No, we won't. No. I'm sure you guys won't do it. What? I mean, I guess you might. I don't know. Look, it's really hard to say. Can't believe you defend the person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you, ever. Wah. And there she goes. Pearly, wait. It's gonna be ugly. I'll go after her. I'm sorry about all that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you did. You couldn't know she'd react like that, though. But you caused trouble. Guess I might well start investigating. Oh, Maya, did you seriously just stop chasing her? She said she's going back to the office. Go check on her later, would you? Why did you let her walk on her own? It's a dangerous place. What if she gets kidnapped? You got kidnapped and you're like 10 years older than her. You okay with me taking Delight's case? Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. Oh, that means a lot. I think I'm gonna cry. Wow. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road. Met the two of them? That's a good point. Also, how old is Pearls? Age 9. How old is she? 19. Wow, I was right on the money with 10 years. I didn't even know. I was just making a guesstimate. Anyways, Damask hideout. Anything for me? Nope, of course not. Detective agency. Nothing here, so I guess I gotta go talk to Pearls first, huh? Pearly, we got some ice cream. That'll make you forgive me, right? Mr. Nick, welcome back. Oh, hey, Pearls, you're back too, I see. I went and bought some strawberry cake. I'll make some tea to go with it. How many months? 4. Feels like she really feels bad about what happened at the Zinch Center. Even though that just happened like 5 minutes ago. I was wrong about you. Why is this game acting like there's not a linear path for this? Like with the letter and everything? And we don't need a flashback to 2 seconds ago. Mystic Maya, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Oh, come on, Mr. Nick. Please have some of this cake. Yeah, thanks. Also, who gave you the money for this cake and tea? But Pearls, excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet. Again. Hey, it's okay, I just cleaned it this morning. Like, too late. This might be a good time for me to ask about her. Yeah, exactly. 3 days. No, 20 days. Met Pearls a year ago. We already knew about this. When that murder happened in Korean Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met. You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone. Hey, Maya, I always thought it was because she was young, but what? Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea. About you and I? Huh? Alright, something you need to understand. What is it? It's kind of like a Korean custom, sort of? 3.5. And 26 seconds. 2 minutes. Pearl seems to love you a lot. That's because I'm her only cousin, and the only relative that hasn't tried to kill her. And because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is... Oh yeah! I remember now. Wait, no, her mother didn't try to kill her. She tried to get Maya arrested. Morgan Fay, the Afro Spirit Queen, serving a prison term in isolation right now. So you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. My mother's gone too. 37. What's this custom? Hardly any men in Korean Village. I guess that's true. Never actually saw any men. You never saw really any women either. You saw like 3 people. 2 of which... Well, no, you saw like 5 people, and 2 of which were visiting. Sure, I told you about it a long time ago. How spiritual powers run very strong in the Fae family. Yeah, you did. That's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right? You're training with no one. Only women can actually inherit spiritual powers. Interesting. Why the whole culture of Korean Village kind of revolves around its women. That's understandable. Nothing wrong with that. Have we ever seen them channel a guy's spirit? Tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. Oh? Men start to feel left out after a while? Then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter. Are you saying that Pearl's father is gone? He left the village when she was very young. I mean, he probably left because of his wife, honestly. Boy, that's tough. She grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that. Mother's still missing. Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is. Maya's mother. Misty Faye. How do you know what she looks like? Current master of the Korean channeling technique. Disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police case. What? I thought we saw, what's her name's sister? From where we met Pearls. I thought we saw Maya standing up with like super long hair. Was there? I don't remember that. You're sure she's still alive, right? Yeah, I know she is. It's sort of a spirit medium thing. That was fake? I thought that was real. I thought the other one was fake. I know there was a fake one, but I thought for sure that she did channel the spirit and then she got knocked out. Or whatever. I don't know. If Mother doesn't come back, then what? Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. Mystic Maya, the master of the Kurian technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think the only thing we've really seen besides that potential one would be Mia. Weird. We're not gonna learn anything just by sitting around the office. Yeah, I know. But first I want to talk to Pearls. Mr. Nick. Yeah, I acted like a baby. Wait. I can't watch my own videos. I hear my own voice and I'm just like, no. I doubted you, even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick. From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. Oh, it's okay. I'm the one that should be apologizing. Well, I'm gonna go out for a little bit. Where are you going? I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. I'm gonna show you I can be useful too by finding some evidence. Hey, wait up. She sure runs fast. And we're not gonna bother running off after her. We're not... She's like 9? You should not give her room all alone in the city. It's a really big city. Whatever. Let's go to the agency. I'm sure that's probably important now. Nope, okay. He's still not here. Go here. Maybe Adrian's around now. No, something's happening. Oh, there she is. Maya! Oh, Miss Andrews, how's it going? I'm so sorry. It's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn. She is stressed out. Oh, that poor book. Calm down. What's wrong? It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. First some guy gets killed, then an urn gets stolen, and then, I don't know, maybe you're going to die. I should just not touch anything. Sorry. I'll do anything to get up to you. No, it's okay. I know I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. It kills everything I touch. I can make you another urn. Hold on, just wait, okay? Breathe, calm down, and talk to us. Forgive me. Damask calling card. So when did you get the calling card from Damask? Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. I was going to show it to the police, but that detective stopped me. He asked Detective Atmey to help with security. Yes, in fact, it was about 20 days ago I hired him. He seemed to know much more about Damask than the police. You hired him for security before calling card arrived? Well, yes, I had a promotion that something bad might happen, and look, it happened! I learned to trust my hunches. So that's why there are security cameras even in the basement warehouse. Yes, Lord Taylor is very serious about the security measures. Wonder if we'll meet that guy. It was their way of saying, bring it on to any potential thieves. Now, you sure brought it last night. You even left a nice souvenir. Can you tell us about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault. I never should have called the party this paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyways. Why do you say that? That urn was stolen as a pretty important object. Maybe, but its actual values after appraisal was, well, practically 0. 0? I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Mystic Amy. Anyways, just ignoring that, left all the security arrangements to Detective Atmey. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Kurian. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. Maybe one of them was actually Master Mask in disguise. No, I personally checked everyone that came through here, so that's not possible. Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked what they ate for breakfast that morning. Is that a thing that happened? What about this thing? Mr. Andrews. I know, it's all my fault. But what's done is done. I'll make it up by making an urn for you. Waste my time, she's too far gone. What about this? What about this? Figured something would trigger something, but I guess not. Alright, well, anyways, down to the basement. Someone did in fact go through those big doors last night, right? Yeah, I guess so. Shutter did go off once. Maybe if I examine this now? No, probably not. Probably nothing new. Well, she seemed to have calmed down. Go to the agency now. Now that we've triggered that, maybe it'll... Yeah. That did it. I suppose he has plates up there. That's pretty neat. Hello? Well, well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. We're actually kind of... Shh. Silence. Precisely as I expected. Zvarri, the truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Am I correct? I think we've already been through this. Ah, so my estimation was correct. Zvarri, how truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? Did he already forget about us? It's been like 5 minutes, man. You mentioned before that you were on guard all alone last night. Precisely. It is my 5th encounter with my arch enemy. I refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. Even after Master Mass since his very first theft. Yes, my dear, I see you've done your homework. And definitely not something I have told you myself. In his very first sight, that vile thief pilfered the famous tear of Emanon. Emanon sounds correct. I like that sapphire. I first encountered him in the museum's sacred hall, the crime scene itself. That's why you were hired as security thief for treasure exhibit. Missed it, but Zvarri! Pretty sure you said that Adrian Andrews hired you. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lordly Taylor and set the perfect trap. Looking security camera. Thought you were watching the area by yourself, too. So how did Master Mass manage to steal the urn? That's the $1,000,000 question. I'd pay $1 million for that question. What is Master Mass' modus operandi? His MO, if you will. Mr. Atmey, do you know about the secret urn? I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Master Mask. Sacred urn? That has nothing to do with this case. Wasn't that what Master Mask stole? That's everything to do with this case. I am the hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Sort of like a worm. That's right, I'm saying your urn was pretty much like a worm that you put on the end of a fishing pole. Do you or yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you threw the pigeons? I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick. Who throws peanuts to pigeons? It's breadcrumbs or bust. Anyways, looks like he doesn't know about the urn. Something that's kind of bothering me. Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are but seekers wandering alone in the dark without a flashlight. Oh yeah, Master Mass managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know? Yeah, now you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night, seeing the crime. And you also said you were, fighting him. Unless you were asleep, you should have at least seen Master Mask. What? Oh yeah, the whole lock thing. Wow, worms are... That urn is probably worth something. You could probably bait a fish or something. What the? It's a cyclock. It's a cyclock? Hey Nick, what is this cyclock thing? Well, you're a magnetoma, lets me see what people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what their secrets are. What? How did you not know this already? I feel like we addressed this in the last game. Magnetoma has that kind of power? Maya, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year. Well, it's true the Magatama is a prized family heirloom, and I'm wearing a copy of it around my neck. But Pearly was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about it, what it can do. Woman's gonna take over the Kurian channeling school someday. So how do you do it? How do you break the cyclock thing? Well, you present the Magatama to the person in the secret. Cool. I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out. Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be patient. Okay. Take that! Alright, Penguin, what are you hiding? What are your plans against the Batman? Said you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. No way you didn't see Master Mask commit the crime. Or see us before, for that matter, since you were on stakeout while we were there. Well, now I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. After all, a thief works a mysterious way. But yes, indeed, I was guarding the warehouse, that much is true, but I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. This Atmey guy is lying through his teeth. I know. I'll show him some proof. I have here proof that someone went through that door last night. Okay, camera data. That's like the only thing that proves that. Security camera set up at the scene of the crime. Should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door. Precisely. Hope you don't mind, but we've already got our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What? Are you saying I didn't do my duty properly? Hey Dragon, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to Detective Ace Attorney. You must have seen the thief last night. The question is, why are you trying to hide it? For some reason they desperately wants to keep hidden. I got just the piece of evidence that should prove it. Suppose you didn't manage to see Master Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at that time was because you were... using the bathroom is too on the nose. Fast asleep doesn't seem like he would do something, but he could have been unconscious, getting knocked unconscious by that sword or something. Glad to hear you made a ton of progress. Unconscious. Afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence. This thing. Detective Atmey. Knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Surely you must be joking. Why would I, get knocked unconscious by a thief? You think that I, Luke Atmey, could be knocked unconscious so easily? This sword proves it. Kind of. I mean, it didn't knock me unconscious. That's... Before the theft, the sword was in the hand of the statue of Amy Faye. Furthermore, at that time, it was not bent. Look at the time. I need to use the bathroom. Only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by this sword. What about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. Oh, he said the thing. Unlock successful. I can't deny there may be a small hint of truth in what you say, in that small hint being 100%. You were knocked unconscious by a thief first clubbered. Clobber, what an ugly way of saying it, but I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment I turned to look at the computer. You never noticed that the thief had entered the warehouse? No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts or the sewer pipes. My arch-nemesis struck me on the head from behind with a gruesome item here. Ouch, should have his poor head examined. Say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? What? What's that? That Atmey is the greatest ace detective in the world? No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. Thief may not even be Master Mask. Just one moment, sir lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Master Mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Oh. Also, sorry for Borks. Guess I need to take care of that real quick, so be right back. Dragon, you have way too many emotes. What is that even from? Stealth Kuma. Well, hello, Loex. How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for the host, by the way. That's him. Nice hat. Master Mask. The thief can be none other than my arch criminal, Master Mask. It's not like that someone is wearing a mask and I wouldn't actually know who it is. After all, he's a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? What do you mean by a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit these crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. How'd you know about that? Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective to walk on the face of the earth. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Sherlock Holmes has nothing on me. Look at me. That's the top detective. Guess I better go take a look just in case. But how did he know it was Delight? He shouldn't know who Master Mask is. Anyways. Hey Nick, remember what Detective Atmey said? You know, about 5 seconds ago? You'll need to go and investigate. Green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it. Let's have a look. You don't want your true identity revealed to the world. Come to KB Security at 1 AM on October 12th and bring $50,000. This is a blackmail letter. Looks like a major clue, alright. Ding dong. Oh, pizza's here. Someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't be. Takes about a second, I promise. I don't know how to continue voices. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself. Why do I have a bad feeling? Please come in. I'll make some coffee. Really? Okay, I guess. Guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute. I know that voice. Oh, Nicky boy, I'm sorry. I got another guest. Who is it? You're... Larry. He did, but we don't know that the detectives heard that. So... Nick, it's you! And Maya too! What a fluke! Ah, Larry, long time no see. Was he even in the last game? I think he was. What? You know each other? Nicky boy. Nick! Do you and this girl have, you know, something going on? Desiree, I believe is her name. He is in the detention center, but again, there was no mention of the detective knowing he's in the detention center. Gumshoe's only told us that so far. Nick, I underestimated you, man. Gorgeous lady like this? And married, too! Way to go, dude! I knew it. Just when things can't get any worse, it starts to smell. Larry Butts. Ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Hey man, that wasn't nice. I'm your very first client. Got quite the storied history, he and I. What we used to say still rings true. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Yeah, Desiree is a motorcyclist, if you didn't know, Dragon. I don't think you were around for that, so... But she's married to Delight, who is apparently the Phantom Thief, or at least he thinks he's the Phantom Thief. Hey, come on, you're embarrassing me, man. In front of this pretty little thing here. Also, why are you speaking aloud like that? So you two are childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm gonna check on my bike. So why is he here? Nice girl, that Desi. So how have you been, Nick? Too busy, if you really want to know. Delight is totally a delight. Larry Butts. So what have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. It has? Gee, that's a long time. What's with these clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's all uncalled for. This is my uniform for my part-time job. You better not be working at the museum. They said those were highly trained. I can't believe it's been 2 years. Say, time flies when you're having fun. Huh? What's wrong? Nick, I gotta tell you. Women. I don't trust them anymore. You got dumped again? Yeah, you know, Benifer. That's a weird name. I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom. When his whole life changed. Benifer, Caddy Tom? I never heard of any of those. Anyways, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? I don't know, actually, it actually sounds like you've had quite the adventure. Women. They're so... Ah, but you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. It's like he's still in the same old Larry. Was that actually a typo, or was Benifer what they meant to put? I mean, Jennifer is what, like, the common name is, but... Anyways, what are you doing here anyways? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked up last night while I was working. Okay, so he was the cop that stopped her... on her motorcycle, I'm guessing. Say you found this last night? Yeah, had a driver's license in it. So I figured I would return it myself. Or... Okay, never mind. Ron's wallet. Let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture is in here. Yeah, guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey, Nick! It's not what you're thinking at all. No, I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. Aw, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. He really is here just to check out Miss Delight. You said you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Czechoslovak guy in uniform, you know? A security guard, huh? So that's what the uniform's all about. Which means he is working at the museum, even though they're supposed to be highly trained. Huh? Why are you asking me that? Trying to see if I got an alibi? You're not the one hooked for crime this time, buddy. I guess he wouldn't know about it. Around 1 in the morning. On the first floor of our company building. What's Mr. Light's wallet doing there? Anyways, nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. So he was a security guard. Sure, here, take a look at this. Right here in his wallet. What's with this card? It's a key card for security company. Hey, it's got a serial number right there. No mistake about it. You said you were working part-time at a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? You're like frowning and stuff, like you're concentrating really hard. Security company, huh? Something not quite secure about Larry working there, that's for sure. Need to find out what I can about this key card. The wife has an alibi. She said that the policeman saw her, so... I don't know. Anyways, see what he knows about this. Are you sure about this key card? Yep, that's the key card they use at the building I work in. According to serial number, this one's for CEO's office. You need to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Leaves a record, huh? Yeah, tells you exactly who entered the room and when. I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry, but that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Also, you don't have a chance with her at all. She's married. Jeez, come on now. Hey, what do you know about... I doubt you know anything about this guy, but... I just thought of something. Well, if it's actually a hot chick under that costume. Forget about it. It's a guy, trust me. Man, you're killing my buzz, dude. Boy, talking about someone with a one-track mind. You think he would learn his lesson? What do you know about Ron? Larry, what about this person? Beats me. What the... All of a sudden, he's got nothing to say. Okay, where'd you meet her? That Desi is one awesome lady, alright? Been a long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love this time. Long time, huh? Yeah, well, except for what I feel about you, Maya. I don't think even he knows what he's saying anymore. Please don't hit on Maya. Actually, I will ask one thing of Larry. Please don't hit on Pearls. That's the one thing I hope you never do. I doubt he knows anything about any of this. Ask about this wallet again. You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Hey man, be serious! You know what I was interested in. Mask to mask doesn't look out. You He's gonna be the victim of robbery himself. Wow. I doubt it. She seems pretty loyal. I mean, overall. It's mostly the money, though, apparently. And he's not here. Darn it. Hang on. I need to say hi to our friend here. This guard monitors the visitor's room. Looks like he doesn't have much to do right now. I can tell because he's looking at the camera and making funny faces. Okay. Not what I was expecting, but it works. Alright, so what do you have to say about this? I'm sorry, I can't be more helpful, but I have no interest save the finding evidence against my arch rival, despite the fact that I told you to go do that. He's the one who told us to go look at that, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, what do we need to do then? What do you know about this card? Miss Andrews? Ron's wallet? Security camera photo? Do you have anything helpful at all? Basement warehouse. Where do I need to go? There's something I need to do somewhere. The only one that's really sticking out right now is Larry. Don't just stand there giving me a thumbs up. Look, I'm attorney's badge. What about this? Does anything come to mind? Listen, I'm a security guard. I'm not here to sell you juicy bits of info and chew on the fat, man. Funny, you had no qualms about selling samurai dogs just 2 years ago. Mass calling card? Okay. Shame I don't have a thing about Edgeworth, so we can actually talk about that, huh? Do you know Luke? Maybe I need to do this while he's here. The lady on the bottom of the first page. Adrian? I doubt he knows her, but I guess he would be the one to talk about girls. I was thinking about that, but whoa, who is this? Come on, man, don't out on me. Forget about it. It's a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Hey, now! I thought we were pals! Got a major thing with girls' back sleeveless shirts and glasses. How did you get all that from... And if they have an orange-colored memo pad, I really lose my cool. Guess be making that up. Can't really know Adrian, can he? I don't know, does he? Nope. I think he just knows every girl. Let's see, is there any other girls in here? There's Mia and Maya and Pearl, but I don't really see anything. Well, actually, he might know something about Pearl. He might have seen her on her way here or something. Oh, what a cutie. Hey, Nick. What's the deal between you and this girl? That's my cousin. Her name's Pearl Faye. Pearl, huh? Too bad. I'm disappointed in you, Larry. I'm very disappointed in you. And now I'm leaving. Now I'm leaving. Okay. I asked him not to do one thing. And he did not not do the thing. Gonna present everything to everybody, cause I got no idea what I need to be doing here. Yeah, let's read these things. Here's your use a record when used. Wish I could ask him about the security thing at least. Well, maybe now that I've talked to Larry about her, she'll be like, oh, Larry, I know him. Actually, I haven't talked to her about Ron either, have I? What do you know about Ron? I don't know where that is, so no. You know about Larry? Nope, okay. She is absolutely being useless right now. Yeah, I don't have any idea where the CEO is. That this thing is supposed to open up. Maybe I examine a couple things here. Probably where it was going to be displayed. Yeah, I guess so. I should put my attorney's badge there. You know, as a replacement. I think it's a little too small for that. What about my magnetometer? Now you're being silly. That's definitely too small. Is that smaller than his badge? That would be interesting. Alright, let's ask Maya what she thinks. Absolutely nothing. You know what this is? What do you think about this? Seems like it has something to do with this case. But I'm not really sure. Ron's wallet? What do you think about this? Oh, you know what? We didn't actually read this, did we? You're ready to be revealed to the world. Come to KB Security at 1 AM October 12th and bring $5,000. $50,000. I'll take the red diamond you received the other day instead. Red diamond? Well, did say to go here, so maybe you were on the money, but it said the CEO thing. Name of this door. Yep, according to the security camera, someone was in there last night. You know what I'd like to do to him? Okay, is there anything this computer can do? Yeah, I guess so. Should have go off once, you know. Seem to be anything I can use this card on. Can I present stuff? No. Alright, let's think about this really hard for a second. Maybe we need a step ladder. Maybe that's what we need. Is there anything here that we have not presented to her that she has not messed up with? I think she's pretty useless right now. There's something we need to do with either this guy or with Larry. Maybe we need to examine stuff here. It's not like we haven't done that yet. That's quite a large portrait of yourself you have there. Yes, I wanted to say to everyone who saw it, look at me, look at me, look at me. With a model so fine, I knew the portrait would be aesthetically pleasing. That's nice. I just got the joke with his name, by the way. His name is Look at Me. Yes, I did. He didn't care. My life as an ace detective. Unabridged edition by Look at Me. Ace detective. You got one of those ships in a bottle things. Look at that. Just look at me down the hill. I was only saying at me until then. Did OP mention it before? I didn't notice. I noticed he was talking about last names, but then he said a bunch of other ones. Nothing, OP. Just me being dumb. Nothing new. Getting kind of irritating, actually. What's this? This is literally covered in all sorts of chemistry equipment. Oh, I just love chemistry. Say, Nick, I bet you didn't know this, but water is made up of carbon and hydrogen. What? No, not carbon, oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen. Oh. Well, there's always alternative theories, I guess. By alternative theories, you mean the ones you make up inside that head of yours. There's a cold breeze coming from this hearth. Hehehe. It seems you've fallen for my little deception. You see, this fireplace conceals a rather unexpected device. Yes, a high-tech air conditioner. Why would you put an air conditioner in there? In the summer, it acts as an air conditioner, and in the winter, it's a heater. Clever. I mean, I guess. Not really. Alright, well, you're useless. I'm out of here. Actually, let's see. If you know anything about anything. This will surely be Master Mask's final heist. Last time I came close, I managed to retrieve a stolen treasure. Mark my words, this criminal of humanity will be found guilty in due time. And in the end, I, Luke Atmey, ace detective, will dance with joy. I have no clue what you're blabbering about, but I guess I'll find out soon. What do you think about Desiree Delight? What do you think about this person here, Detective Atmey? Is something wrong? Can't get your tongue or something? That photo leaves me with a distinctly indistinct feeling. In this case, I'm afraid my perspicacity has been left wanting. Doesn't have any information. Okay. You know what, this guy? This man surrendered to the police, admitting that he was Master Mask. Maybe so, but I'm not convinced he's really behind the thefts. Hello, Maestro, how's it going? Sounds pretty sure. Just look at his forehead. It's all in the shape of his mouth and eyes. Classic face of a thief. It is unmistakable. Is there anything that isn't unmistakable to you? Alright, so I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. Coming to the Purloined, most priceless work on Artsbaker, and take good care of the speckled urn, wouldn't you? Speckled? Oh, sorry to hear you're tired. I'm doing okay. I'm trying to get through this, but I'm actually at a wall here. I don't exactly know what I need to be doing here. I think Larry needs to tell us where that security thing is. It's the only thing that really sticks out to me. But I don't know what to trigger him to actually do that. Like, I'll show him this again. Maybe if I show him himself? Even you could learn a few tricks from me, Nick. Yeah? Like what? Look at my hair, for example. Points up straight, right? But your hair, on the other hand, points backwards. No good at all, man. It's defeatist. You gotta aim high. For the stars. I can't find a counter-argument in that. I mean, I guess. There's something here I can mess with and he'll... I already showed him that. He didn't care. I'm pretty sure I did. I'll show him everything here. I'll show him my bad. Why not? Security camera photo, what do you think about that? Anything come to mint? Nope. What? Pretty sure I showed him this already. A blackmail letter? I could have sworn I showed him this already. Oh well. What? I don't know anything about Alexis, and that's the truth. What? That doesn't make any sense. Well, at least I know I wasn't wrong about showing him that already. Can't believe you do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000. I don't have that kind of money. No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Phew, man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I got a part-time job, at KB Security. What? It's like you didn't already tell us that. Really find some more about KB Security Company. KB Security. KB Security, the company in the blackmail letter. You know about it? He works there, Phoenix. You just said that. That's where I work, yeah. In fact, I'm on the job right now. What are you doing here, then? Well, the boss is away right now, and you know what mice do when the cat's away. Yes, they learn how to play or something. Anyways, how far away is this company? Let me see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Do you even have a car? Well, if you fly down the road anyway. Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Lordly Taylor, right? Take roughly an hour to get from here to KB Security and back. Ron Delight was KB Security when the robbery occurred, then... Whoa. He couldn't have stolen the sacred urn. Hello. Is this the Wright residence? Ah, Pearls, where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor to find some other clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. Who saw that coming? I did. Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and I found a duck, and then I was like, wow, that's a really cute duck, and then I started following the duck, and then I realized that I became a duckling, and so I kept following the duck until it finally got angry that I was chasing it so much, and then I ran away, and then I found myself in front of this person's office. That person who doesn't act his age and always says Zvarri when he's excited. Okay, stay right there. We're coming to get you. Alright. I'm a little scared. That duck really got at me. Wait a second, Nick. What? That phone call just now. Sound like a real... Say goodbye to Miss Delight for me, would you, Larry? Just gonna walk away. You had one job, Larry, and actually you've had like 7 jobs. But you had one job for me and you failed it. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, Pearly. I never thought I'd see the two of you again. You were only 30 minutes away and I just couldn't. So Mr. Ace Detective out of the office? Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight and I just walked right in. Sounded like something changed since we were here last. There's a bag, I guess. I'm gonna say no, not really, but then she disappeared and there was a bag here. What is this? It's a bag. Sure it wasn't here before. It looks quite full. I wonder what could be in here. Probably the urn. Open it up. Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. We're ace detectives now. I am kind of curious. Either going to be the urn, a bowling ball, the outfit for what's his name, or a penguin. Kind of hard and smooth. Well, hello there. Iki's here. What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant in the court ignoring the law of something. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you ratting me out. A gentleman never uses lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial. Zvarri, shall we say the figurative Sir William, will be dropping before lunchtime? What? It's gonna be really exciting. I have no idea what he was talking about. What's going to happen with the trial tomorrow? That's so dramatic. You know what your biggest mistake so far has been, Sir Lawyer. It was becoming a lawyer in the first place. That certainly does sound like a big mistake, Mr. Nick. Tomorrow's will be the day to remember. Look at me, will take the stand. Then, Zvarri. My testimony will prove the undoing of the lot of you. Yes, all of you. I will mask you as the thieves' co-conspirators. You're quick on the defensive, I see. However, it's not I that is your greatest enemy. There's a far more dangerous that you will face during the trial. Edward? Sir Lawyer, if you truly are who you say, I'm sure you've heard of him. His name is Godot. Godot? I don't know how to say his name, but it was not Edward. Godot? You have taken a step down the path of foolishness. It's pronounced OP Espresso, okay. To try and defend the career criminal who deserves nothing less than the death penalty. Hey, last time I checked, no one ever sure Mr. Light is Damask. My dear lady, times may change, but people sadly do not. Well, you will understand this when you are more mature. She can be more mature just like that. Just gotta call Mia. Who is this Godot person? It's not surprising that the spirit medium has not heard the name. Godot, the persecutor whose equal cannot be found in this country, but in heaven. A legend or myth, men pin a lifetime of hopes on the chance to simply meet him. A prosecutor? Best prosecutor in this country isn't Godot, it's Mr. Edward. It's no surprise a spirit medium such as yourself would know nothing of this. Gado? I guess that also works, but there's a T at the end. Or Godot? 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 But there's a T at the end. I don't deal with silent letters, alright? The only letters I can accept to be silent are ninja letters, and they're not even there. But Ace Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth is currently traveling abroad. Oh, Edgeworth. In fact, it was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godot. Gado. If the T is silent, then I don't acknowledge it. Now it's Godo. Godo to the dodo. It was Mr. Edgeworth who acknowledged Godo as the best in this country. You agree with that? Most certainly. In fact, you could call him the Luke Atmey of Prosecutor's Office. Well, that's good to hear. Prosecutor has a fighting chance tomorrow. Mr. Nick, this Godot is really that strong? I seem to remember hearing about something like that, you know, I don't know. Not surprising. Some people would spend their entire lives idly waiting for his appearance. Like we're done investigating for the day? Sir Lawyer, the stage has been set and all the pieces are finally in place. All that remains now is for the dance to begin. New prosecutor, an ace detective, and a thief. This will be one tough trial. And this trial will continue next time on the stream. Because that will be it for right now. Saving the game. That being said, with the chance of... There is a small chance I will continue the stream later tonight, but that chance is extremely, extremely low. Like 1%. But that is going to be it for now, I believe. So thanks so much for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream so far. Did the Zvarri. The Zvarri a safari. I don't know. 10 is usually the max time where I'm like, okay, I can do a stream. But really depends on what happens tonight. As chances are, that is probably a low chance because there are people I want to watch. You know. And then tomorrow we have No More Heroes at the usual time at 5, unless I explode. But that remains to be seen. I don't think I've done anything on there, so that might be a thing I do later tonight. Regardless, that's going to be it for the stream. That's going to be it for this detective thing. I was aiming for going for this part of the game anyways. So, thanks a lot again for joining me, guys. I hope you enjoyed my bad voice acting. And I apologize for any ears that may be bleeding at this point. So, I will see you later, Ace streamers. And next time, we will get to the bottom of this thievery. By the sound of it, pretty high chance I was right on the money. I'm very surprised no one died, though. Yet. Okay, bye. I don't have any way to end streams.